Chief Hurst let the cat out of the bag and mentioned something about a tower problem. Ms. Gardner, can I ask you to come up here real quick? Ladies and gentlemen, this is my newest director. This Theresa Gardner started in September. She was previously the Department of Public Works Director for the City of Salisbury, and she worked for Virginia Department of Transportation for a while before she hired to replace Mr. Tim Whitty. She is a professional engineer, and she's doing a tremendous job for the City of Havre de Grace. We did find out very recently, we do tests with drones inside the water tanks. We have several water tanks in the City of Havre de Grace. Of course, the Bully Rock Tower right out here by the circle is one of them, our newest one. And we found a crack in it that we suspect is caused by ice. Because I mean, anytime you get scratches inside a tank, water doesn't make scratches. So we realize it's probably ice related, and the scratches get, or the cracks get a little longer. We're going to try to take a preemptive approach and keep it from getting worse and cracking and spilling. Because after all, whereas groundwater usually stays around 50-some degrees, we draw our water from the river, and it can be very cold, and then it goes up to a steel tank with no insulation, and it can freeze. But we got the report back. We brought in the fire chief because we just have to make sure in case there's a fire, we got water suppression, but we don't have the details lined up yet. But since it was broached with you tonight, I'm gonna have Ms. Gardner tell you exactly the process and what we know to date and what you can expect. And if you don't mind being disciples to your neighbors if you run into them at a poker game or whatever, because we are going to send communications out through letters and through CTY calls. But you're the first to hear about Ms. Gardner.
Yes, and I apologize. We had hoped to be able to share a little bit tonight, but we have one less piece missing to the puzzle. We're working with the condo folks to deal with their fire suppression, and also the fact that they need to lift their water up several floors. So we had hoped to be able to share something tonight, but also we didn't want to hijack this meeting. I think all the time what my folks do from DPW, but we get a paycheck. And as you hear, these folks, most of them don't. And even people that do get paychecks are given 200% to the community. So again, I didn't want to hijack their meeting, and the mayor was originally going to say something at the end, but we've got that last piece of the puzzle that's missing in terms of making sure we can serve any issues at the condo facility. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have that, and that has to do with the pressure. As the mayor said, we have 3 storage facilities. We have the tower, and we have 2 tanks that serve the water distribution system. When I came on board in September, we were starting to talk, getting ready for the budget time this time of year, and part of that, what's important is your capital improvement program. And Mr. Whitty had started a capital improvement program, and he had done studies of the 3 storage facilities back in 2016. So the industry recommends you do those studies every 3 to 5 years. So I thought it was important to come back and do it. It's been 3 years. So let's take a look at it so we can build our capital improvement program. The team came in, they've been in town for a few weeks, and when they were in the Bully Rock Tower, as the mayor said, they dropped a robot into the different assets. And the robot detected a scratch on the side of the tower. And I believe it's 5 to 7 foot long, and as the mayor said, their theory is it was caused by ice. When they went and looked at the photographs from 2016 when they were in town previously, there was no damage. They also, from what the robot could see, feels that the scratch is fairly new. So it's likely to occur this winter or possibly last winter. It is about midway. If you think of the sphere, it's about midway in the sphere. So they scratched it. They were happy to see that there was a lot of rust associated with it, but obviously it's something we need to fix. So we feel confident that our water distribution system can supply our water. We reached out to the fire community, and as usual, they stepped right up. While our engineers tell us that the system is modeled and we can provide water and we can fight fires, especially with the supplemental tanks that the fire company has. But we want a plan B. So we have a pump, and the fire company lent us some hose. So we've got in the community we have different zones. So we have a plan for where this pump will set up if for any reasons we were to have distribution issues, or if we had fire, which again, and because of their response time, and because he said what, $100,000 a year of damage, that's just incredible. So so again, we're making sure that everything's going to be safe, and that we have looked at it from every angle. And hopefully, if not tomorrow, tomorrow's what, Thursday? They're all running together doing all this. If not tomorrow, maybe Friday, the mayor will be able to share. We've also reached out to Bully Rock Group, and they'll be sharing information. They have an alert system. So while we don't like to have this kind of damage in facilities, it is something, we've got a good team that's going to fix it. We're also going to have 2 portable tankers, which will have water in them. We're going to stage one probably over near the condominiums, and then we're going to stage one either at the tower or here in the parking lot. So again, we'll get more specific details out. It is safe right now, but it is definitely something we want to address. We're also, since we will be down from anywhere from 10 to 14 days with just the weld work that we'll do inside the tower, we're looking at is there maybe a few other small things we can do to take advantage of the fact that we have to empty it. So again, that's a quick and dirty.
Do you anticipate any restrictions on water use?
No. I mean, obviously, we're going to ask for conservation. The pool's not open, so there's a lot of positive things. Also, the clubhouse for the golf course is on actually county water. So in terms, we were very worried if we had any events or things, we didn't want to be disruptive, someone's having an anniversary party or wedding. So luckily that facility is off the county. So again, we, with our engineers and the folks that are doing the inspection and the team that they'll bring to town, this is a national company, they're out of Ohio, they do this for a living. So I think we're lucky to have a great team. But we will definitely make sure that the information's out there. The chief has offered to help us from a 24-hour perspective in terms of if anybody has any issues, we'll have a team ready to take a look at it. We've also, you'll see some of our folks popping around town right now monitoring fire hydrants. We're trying to get an idea of what our pressures are today, so that as we're under the repair, we'll be monitoring that each day.
Mr. Gardner, thank you. Anybody have any quick questions?
And just a side note, I do want to come out, Mayor, probably be April at this point, to talk just water in general. So I've talked to the, I guess your social organizer, and they're going to, I think you guys already have something scheduled for March. So we'll probably come out in April and just talk water in general.
Not a problem. Thank you very much.
Right,
I appreciate your time. So you're the first to hear that. I mean, it was last Monday's issue in my office, but I mean, as we're working out logistics with fire suppression and getting a game plan, we weren't going to release until we actually had dates and times and how long it's going to be down. But it sounds like we're ready, almost ready to tell everybody. So you've heard about it. So if you run into friends, tell them. But everyone's going to know about it eventually. Just being proactive. And yes.
And that was the most important piece I left out, Mayor. We're likely looking at probably next weekend, but we'll definitely get the actual date.
Okay.
The welder will be available next on March 7th, so that would be the earliest, but it's likely going to be weekend or early the following week.
Perfect. Thank you, Ms. Gardner. And I want to let you know, too, that Ms. Gardner also lives in Bully Rock. She's your neighbor. She'll be the first one to know if there's anything fishy for water pressure. And so 2 directors, actually, Ben Marnrod and our director of planning, so 2 of my directors live up here, so they'll let me know if there's any fishy stuff going on. So, all right, everybody, thank you.